Do you need salt in your diet? Depending on your viewpoint, salt is either a tasty addition to the diet or one of the biggest contributors to ill health and conditions such as high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, and strokes. Governments worldwide, including the US, have set limits on the amount of salt we should consume in our diets, with a maximum of 6 grams per day for adults and lower values for younger people. In the US, right now, the average American consumes 8 grams of salt per day. But if less is more, should we be aiming to consume little to no salt per day? The sad truth is that excess salt intake has been associated with an increased likelihood of high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, and strokes. However, we are not all at equal risk for these debilitating conditions due to increased salt intake. Some people need more salt than others, and some people need far less. There have been a few genes linked to increased salt sensitivity. These genes with increased sensitivity to salt tend to be more prevalent in Black people of African descent. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. People's bodies are just different, and some people don't require as much salt. And at the other end of the spectrum, some active athletes may require more salt to replenish what is lost through sweating during athletic activities. To answer the first question posed, as humans, we do need salt, or more specifically sodium, in order to help maintain fluid balance in our bodies and to help our nerves and muscles all work correctly. Also, in many countries, like the US, salt is supplemented with iodine to prevent iodine deficiency diseases and goiters, which you may have seen represented with swelling in the thyroid glands right here. From a nutritional point of view, the average human only needs about 1 gram of salt per day, with all salt having similar biological properties, regardless of whether it's common table salt, rock salt, pink Himalayan sea salt. It's all the same as the body's concerned. The tricky part about moderating your salt intake is that about 75% of all the salt we consume is already contained inside of our food. So avoiding the salt shaker won't eliminate all the salt out of your diet, no matter how strict you are. But let's not demonize salt too much. Remember that salt makes an important contribution to our food. Salt preserves meats and pickles and helps avoid food spoilage by keeping food safe to eat for longer. It is also detrimental to the process of making bread because it allows the dough to be stronger and influences fermentation rates. And we can't forget, it also does add some delicious flavor sometimes. Pro tip, oftentimes when cooking, you can add some pretty amazing flavors with non-sodium containing spices, vinegar, or even lemon juice. The bottom line is you do need about 1 gram of sodium per day in your diet, and it wouldn't be practical to completely eliminate salt anyway. Just try to stay away from excess salt, added salt through the salt shaker, and your body will thank you for it. And remember, there are tons of other amazing spices out there to give your food that flavor that you'll enjoy. Thank you for checking out this short on salt. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And as always, have a beautiful day.